we are talking about. Money can be your God, influence, power, whatsoever. If you see this over and above this mining God, then there is problem somewhere. So very briefly, because of time, I will look at the consequences of disobedience. Right? The consequences of disobedience. If we don't obey God, what happens? And if we do obey God, we have seen that there are so many blessings that we just read from Deuteronomy 28, 1 to 14. Alright, so the first consequence, let's open help us media, Deuteronomy 11, verse 28. Deuteronomy 11, verse 28. Yes, 28. And the cost, if you will not obey the commandments of the Lord your God, then turn aside out of the way which I command you this day to go after other gods, which you have known. Okay, if you actually start from verse 10, you get it very clearly. Alright, but the summary is this: every disobedience ends in cost from God. Alright? There's something you and I must know, that this God has not changed. He has not changed. So when people say, when the Bible is the same God yesterday, today, and forever, it's true. If he has blessed those that obeyed before, he will bless you if you obey today. And if he has caused those that went after other gods before, may that not be our portion in Jesus' name. Amen. Obvious, look at it. You go after other gods. You just listen, what could be your God? Alright? Give us Ephesians. Every believer who disobeys God is actually caught in his route. Let no man deceive you with vain words, for because of these things coming the wrath of God upon the children of disobedience. God is angry with the wicked every day. That's what the Bible says. God is angry with anyone that will not obey him absolutely. Look, if you know what it costs God to save you and I, there is no money, no matter what the denomination, dollar, pounds, euro, naira, whatever, that can equate, that will be able to pay for the work of redemption. Honestly, you may not get it, but just reflect on it soberly. Who you were, give your life to Christ. That's when you realize that he paid the supreme price for you. So God is angry when you don't give him what is due him. 1 Samuel 12:15. You see what happened there, that if God punished the people of old who disobeyed him, he has no change. He can still punish us today if we do that. But if you will not obey the voice of the Lord, but rebel against his commandment of the Lord, then shall the hand of the Lord be against you as it was against your fathers. May that not be our portion in Jesus' name. Amen. You see that? So he has not changed. So please, absolutely obey God and just enjoy your life. When the whole of things are not going right in our lives, like we're doing, Jeremiah 12:17, God can destroy a nation. But if they will not obey, you and I will utterly block up and destroy that nation, say the Lord. A whole city, a whole continent. He created the heavens and the earth. So there's nothing, that he cannot do. I mean, God is man. So let's obey God. Numbers 20, 10 to 12. You will see that Moses disobeyed God, his direct command. And then God called it that he was dishonored. Look at it. And Moses and Aaron gathered the congregation together before the rock, and he said unto them, Hear now, ye ravens, must we fetch you water out of the rock? 11. We're close to about 12. And Moses lifted up his hands, and with his rod he smote the rock twice, and the water came out abundantly, and the congregation drank, and the beast also 12. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron, Because ye believe me not, to sanctify me in the eyes of the children of Israel, therefore you shall not bring this congregation to the land which I have given them. He was very angry. Do you know what that means? The Bible says God, Moses knew the act. Yes, Moses knew the face of God. The children of Israel, they only knew the act. Am I going here wrongly? Okay. He was a man that God loved, but he was still angry with him because he didn't carry out his commandment directly. He didn't say smite, he didn't say touch or put smote the rock. And so God was angry with him. What are we saying? The consequence of disobedience, it cost him after all he had done. He only saw the promised land. He didn't enter. So what does that tell you and I today? Yes, you are saved, doing fantastically well, you're walking towards heaven. One little thing can just spoil the family. When you refuse to obey God when it matters most. When you refuse to stand in to defend your faith with God, is very jealous of himself, his faith, his belief, what he has given to you and I. So when you're in a position to say, look, this God is the God I know, like 3 Hebrew boys did, and you fail, there is a consequence for that. Moses and Aaron, God said, you dishonored me, and for that reason, they were punished. May that not be our portion in Jesus' name. Hallelujah. Genesis 12, 4 to 5, 9 to 10, tells us something. Genesis. So Abraham departed as the Lord did. The story is this. God called Abraham, told him to leave his family, his city, his country, to a place he will show him. Alright? But if you look at Genesis 13, 14, 16, something happened there. We now saw that Abraham went with Lot. For that reason, God was angry with him, because it was partial obedience. And if you look at that passage completely, until Lot separated from Abraham, things did not go well for him. Or God did not speak to him until Lot was separated from Abraham. So what does that tell us today? If you partially obey God, it's also a sin, also disobedience. Thank God we are looking at absolute obedience. As a young Christian, you knew today, 10 commandments. Like I said last week, there's a law in physics, they call it all or none law. If you obey 9 and disobey 1, there's a problem. That is God. Yes, the Holy Spirit is there. He knows it's possible that you can live in absolute obedience. He knows. So he's not going to give you what you cannot do. Alright? So let's not go the way that these guys went. He told him. He obeyed. But somewhere along the line, there was, that's why I tell you that look, the devil is smart. He's an old man. He was there before you were born. He will come in with tricks, deceive you in a way, and then you just give in. Before you know it, the parents. That will be our portion in Jesus' name. The Bible of those that absolutely obeyed God and they enjoyed all that God, had. Well, Abraham, yes. Genesis 22:18. Quickly, sir. Genesis 22:18. Alright? He was blessed because he obeyed God in terms of his offering. And in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, because thou hast obeyed my voice. 2 things. The last one was this. It was so serious. He said, go and sacrifice thy son, thy only son, the son whom thou lovest. Alright? And Abraham obeyed. And because of that, thou blessed him. Things that you have obeyed my voice, all the nations of the earth, because thou hast. So when you obey God, it's a global kind of blessing, all round blessing. Let's not make this mistake of thinking that the only time you are blessed is when you have the money. No. Somebody come to say that for this number of years I have never gone to the hospital. That's a blessing. Somebody said, look, Father, I thank you. You gave us a number of children and they are doing fantastically well. That's a blessing. You have a business and where others are saying, going down, you're saying, I'm going up. That's a blessing. Look, don't joke with this God. Take him seriously and he also will take you seriously. Jeremiah 35, 1 to 9. There's no time for that. You remember we read it last week, the case of the Rechabites. Where they